Good morning. I am doing a crock-pot meal for dinner tonight. I figured I'd take you guys along with me. If you guys have ever heard of like Mississippi chicken, or I believe it's like a beef roast, the original recipe, it calls for, you know, the beef roast and then the brown gravy mix packets and then the ranch pack, and then use the pepperoncini peppers and their juice. And then a stick of butter, and you literally just let it cook all day. Well, I do it, I've done it with chicken, I've done it with beef, I like it with pork as well. So, being such a big family, we buy the whole pork line. It's the most cost-effective way to get our meat. And then what I will do for roast is I will just cut it in half. So with this particular one, I believe it was like 9.5 pounds, and I just cut it straight down the middle. And this is a 7-quart crock pot, so it fits in there perfectly. So I already have that in there so I can clean up my hands and get the rest going. I like the gravy. Sorry for the background noise. Shh, guys, please. Thank you. My little kids love to play in the morning. So I'm going to use 2 brown gravy packs for this because, like I said, our roast is closer to 5 pounds, so I'm making quite a bit of meat. And I will just sprinkle that right over the top. Now you could always just mix the powders and pour it over so you get even, but I'm not super worried about all that. Eventually this is probably going to shred, and it'll be sitting kind of in that liquid that it creates anyway. So 2 ranch packets. Alright. I've used a lot of different brands of ranch packets with this. I have not noticed a difference, so store brand is fine. Keep it cheap, keep it simple. There are some, you know, ingredients that I won't skim on generic versus name brand just because of the product that it is. From here, I will put a stick of butter right over top. I don't even cut it up or anything. My brain tells me once that melts down, it's melting down all the dry product too, so I kind of hope for that. And then it calls for one of like the smaller jars of these peppers and all of the juice, but I buy this big guy. It's 44 ounces from BJ's, and the price is so different. When I buy the little one, it's pretty expensive, guys. It's like $2 and change for just a little jar. Even Aldi used to have them a little cheaper than most of the stores, but they even, I mean, it's hard to even get them. So just to be for sure and on the safe side, I buy this big jar. I love these on my salads anyway, so I don't really mind the extra cost. Just throw a few in there. I throw like 8, 9, 10, you know, around there. I don't overdo it because these don't really get eaten. They're just for the flavor and that little bit of tang to them. And that is it. I will leave this on low for about 6 hours, and then I'll see where I'm at, if I want a little bit more time or if it's just right at that point. I found that 6 hours is usually the great point for that. I like it there. You could do this on high. I would just be really careful not to dry out that pork. So I'm going to put it on low, and I will be back in, like I said, about 6 hours. If I notice it's, you know, cooking faster than it usually does, I will check on it, you know, make sure it's not drying out, make sure it's fully cooked through. And I will be back in a little bit with the results, and then we'll plate it up and we'll see what we get. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, here it is at 6 hours out. Just going to check and see if it shreds, which it does. It stays pretty tender because it's cooking and all that butter and stuff. When it's done, I am going to get the rest of dinner cooked up and probably shred this up a little bit so I have some big pieces in here to serve. And sure you everything plated up. Okay, here it is, all plated up. I just topped it with some mashed potatoes and corn and a salad on the side. So that is it. It is just that simple, that easy, and that delicious. So we're gonna go eat. And I'll see you in the next one.